Good Tuesday morning. It's 10 o'clock, time for about 15 minutes of weather. We join you every morning right about this time, and we'll give you an idea of what's going on. Very heavy rainfall out there this morning, at least right here in Beaumont. Other places didn't get a drop of rain, but around the triangle here we did see some rain. But here in Beaumont, we actually had a flash flood warning earlier this morning, picked up anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. Radars are quiet right now, but we are expecting more scattered showers and thunderstorms for today. So we're going to look at radar. We're going to look at the forecast for today, plus the next 7 days, of course. Also, we're going to check out the tropics. We have our first tropical storm of the season that just formed this morning. We'll take a look at that and just give you a complete update on what's going on across southeast Texas and across the U.S., the tropics, as we take the next 15 minutes to look at that. All right, let's take a quick look at what we're expecting just today. Rest of the day forecast calling for rain, showers, and maybe a few thunderstorms out there. 50-60% coverage of some scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go through the middle part of the afternoon, and then starting to taper down as we get into the evening. But a few of those could linger into the evening as well. Expecting highs today up there around 90 degrees. Then we'll back off through the 80s and eventually the upper 70s as we head towards 10 o'clock later on this afternoon. Allergy report. Right now we're showing, of course, 0 on tree, very low on weed and grass at 2, and then medium on mold right now. So algae report looks a little bit better. We do have a phone that you can text us and ask any questions as we go through this weathercast. Forgot to mention that. The phone number we'll put on the bottom of the screen here, and you can text that phone number. With that phone number, you can text us on a phone that we have. We'll go ahead and put that phone number up for you. 409-749-9302. Text us and we can answer any questions. Don't call. We can't answer the phone, but we can answer text. So if you text us, we'll try to get back to you. We'll look at the phone and try to get back to you either during this stream. I'll check it towards the end of the stream, or we can be checking it the rest of this afternoon and then into tomorrow. We'll try to get back to you as fast as we can. So 409-749-9302 if you have a weather question you want to text towards us. Outside right now, just some partly cloudy skies. Look at Jasper, looking beautiful up there. The skies, just some high-level clouds there. This camera brought to you by Provalis, part of the Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. Just partly cloudy. Very warm out there across southeast Texas. Lakes area did not get any rain this morning, which is kind of crazy. Not a drop there, while we were getting 2 to 4 inches of rain here around the triangle, especially the Beaumont area early this morning between about 3 and 7 o'clock. We got about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. So some places just woke up to some sunshine. Look at this here in Beaumont. Not too many clouds out there, almost blue skies from Packard-LaPrée, and this morning we were, you can see right there on the rain gauge, 2.51 inches of rain, so 2.5 inches of rain this morning at about a 3 to 4 hour period there, and now we have blue skies across southeast Texas right now. Our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network from Packard-LaPrée currently showing 85 degrees, humidity at 74%, so that means it's very humid out there, very sticky. And we're seeing an east wind right now at about 5 to 6. That's what we're expecting through most of the day. East winds between about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Could see some gusts around 10 or so. Over in Lake Charles, once again, they didn't get much rain this morning at all either. Maybe a couple of drops, but they're looking at partly cloudy skies as you look at the port of Lake Charles on our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. Looks pretty over there with the water and everything in the Lake Charles area for this morning. We'll take a look at one more camera before we move on and take a look at the radar, which is quiet. We don't really have much out there on radar, not expecting much until really we get into the afternoon. That's when we could see some more activation as far as the showers and thunderstorms. But this morning, though, at least around the triangle here for sure, the heavy rains we had kind of worked over the atmosphere. It's going to take a little bit to recover before we catch some more showers later on this afternoon. And here's the view over at the Horseman's Western Store in Orange. Partly cloudy skies there in the Orange area on our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. Currently showing 87 there. Humidity at 79%. It's sticky. Southeasterly winds right now at about 6 miles an hour. And didn't get too much rain over there. 5/100ths of an inch of rain for this morning. Most of the storms passed you by just off towards the west. All right, let's take a look at temperatures first. And showing 80s mainly across the area. Of course, Orange is 92, then we're 83 in Beaumont, 81 Silsbee, 80 Kirbyville, Jasper's at 84, and Woodville currently at about 80. Not getting a report from Port Arthur, but you're probably in the 80s as well, probably looking at some middle to upper 80s there in the Port Arthur area. Here's radar, and this is over the last 3 or 4 hours, and you can see pretty quiet right now, not much going on. We did have some showers and thunderstorms earlier this morning. You can see what's left over of those kind of working their way over towards Hardin and Liberty County and dying down this morning. And now we don't have to deal with anything, but we are expecting some more reactivation of those showers and thunderstorms later on this afternoon. But if you're running to the store this morning, doing a few errands, no problems. Don't really have to worry too much about the umbrella, the rain gear. But if you're going to wait, go maybe 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, I would take the umbrella just in case. We are expecting to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms possible by later on today. As we look across the state, there's some rain out towards El Paso. Extreme West Texas, there's a trough low pressure out here, a little disturbance bringing in some scattered showers through New Mexico, West Texas. Central part of the state, hill country looking great. San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, no problems there. And then you can see the moisture coming at us from the Gulf of Mexico or from the east. High pressure off towards our east. That's pushing in some of this moisture. A little trough, a low pressure, a little disturbance is going to be coming in, and that's going to help activate some of the showers and thunderstorms we see later on this afternoon. And even tomorrow, I think we'll see another batch of some rain. Maybe not the greatest coverage out there, but tomorrow about a 40% coverage of some scattered showers, as opposed to later on this afternoon, we're expecting maybe 60, 70% coverage of some scattered rain. As we look across the rest of the country, quick look at the East Coast. Very quiet. Nothing going on the East Coast. Quiet day, the weather day out that direction. Midwest is seeing some showers and thunderstorms, especially northern Missouri, southern Iowa, Nebraska, northern Kansas. You can see that line stretching all the way back down into New Mexico. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms through the central part of the country where the weather's fairly active. Also down towards southern Louisiana, we've been seeing some showers and thunderstorms, some of that moisture going through there. And then West Coast looks dry. Nothing going on the West Coast for this morning. Intermountain West, except for New Mexico, not much going on, pretty quiet. All right, our futurecast showing temperatures around 90 degrees today. Could see some upper 80s and some lower 90s. As we get into the afternoon, as you can see, futurecast showing scattered showers and thunderstorms starting to develop. We'll go about a 60% coverage through early evening, and then things should start to die down as we head towards the late evening hours. And then overnight, looks pretty quiet. Maybe a couple of showers here or there, 20, 30% coverage as temperatures fall back into the 70s. Now tomorrow, once again, we'll see showers and thunderstorms start to activate mainly during the afternoon, but the coverage won't be as widespread as today. We'll go about a 40% coverage on Wednesday. So keep the umbrella handy. After Wednesday, rain chances really start to fall off. We're looking at 20% for, say, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So those days, hot, humid, yes, but as far as rainy, doesn't look like it's going to be too wet as we go towards the end of the week into the weekend. All right, let's look out at the tropics. Like I said, we have a new tropical storm in the tropics. Let's first take a look at the Gulf of Mexico. Looks pretty quiet. Caribbean looks pretty quiet. Atlantic looks pretty quiet. So if you were looking at this map, where would you think the tropical storm is? If you look maybe out in here, maybe the tropical storm's here, or maybe down here towards the Caribbean, maybe this little thing here in the Gulf, new tropical storm, or maybe even this little disturbance there. None of those are our new tropical storm. Our new tropical storm is that right there. That is, I don't even know why they named it, but they did. This is Tropical Storm Andrea. Right now, winds are at 40 miles an hour. It's got gusts of 50. It's moving to the east, northeast at 17, so well away from the U.S. Not going to affect even the east coast of the U.S., let alone the Gulf of Mexico. And this continues to fall apart. Won't be anything, but this was the first tropical storm of the year, Tropical Storm Andrea, believe it or not. Like I said, it's not much to it. I'm kind of scratching my head why they went ahead and named this a tropical storm, but you know, that's the first one of the year. All right, our coastal marine forecast for today, looking at a light chop out there, some scattered showers and thunderstorms possible later on for this afternoon. Right now, Texas Point, east winds at 11, gust of 14, water temperature about 85. We'll see an east wind at 5 to 10 knots along the coast today. Seas about 2 feet. Our next high tide's coming at lunchtime, 12:38 there. Our sunset tonight is at 8:21. So forecast through the rest of the afternoon, scattered showers and thunderstorms, about 50-60% coverage as temperatures trying to get up around the lower 90s for today, some upper 80s as well thrown in there. Going into tonight, we're looking at temperatures back down into the middle to lower 70s. We could be as low as 73, 72 as you head up into the lakes, Jasper, Burkeville, Newton, south end of Toledo Bend. Could see some lower 70s for tomorrow morning. And down around the triangle here, we're basically looking at temperatures around 76, 77, kind of like they have been the last few mornings. Could see a couple of showers for tomorrow morning. Coverage won't be much, 20% towards the lakes, if that, and then around 30% here down around the triangle. Our 7-day forecast showing temperatures into the upper 80s and lower 90s over the next 7 days. You can see the afternoon highs stay pretty steady between 89 and about 92, so not going to move a whole lot there. Same deal for the morning lows. 76, 75, 76, 77. That's about it as far as morning lows. We'll be right in that range. Of course, that's here in the triangle. Up towards the lakes, you can be a little bit cooler than that, back into the lower 70s. And then here's our rain coverages. 60% for today. That drops to 40% on Wednesday as we see that disturbance in the Gulf really not quite as strong. It's going to be a little bit weaker. Dry air works in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that's going to cut our rain chances down to 20% for those 3 days. Won't see much there as temperatures once again into the lower 90s for those 3 days. By Sunday, rain coverages come up a little bit, 30%. Still wouldn't cancel any outdoor activities. And then Monday, that's when we'll see about a 40% coverage of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Once again, a little bit more than just an isolated shower here or there. It'll be more in the way of some scattered stuff, but it's not going to last all day for sure, and it'll just be kind of some hit and miss showers and thunderstorms that pop up on Monday. So we'll watch for just a little bit of that activity popping up. Once again, we'll take a look outside, and gosh, it's nice to see the blue sky from the heavy rain we saw this morning. And once again, I'll point out that yes, not everybody saw the rain this morning. It was just mainly around Beaumont where we saw the heaviest stuff, but around the triangle, we had the rain for this morning. That was just kind of a nuisance start for sure. Checking the phone here, we don't have any messages, but if you wrote that number down, you can definitely take that number and keep it in case you do have. There it is, 409-749-9302. If you can write that number down, and maybe during hurricane season, once we get into the bulk of hurricane season, we're talking about late August, maybe early September. You can always text us a question then, maybe if you're looking for any answers as far as your weather is concerned. So you can text us to that number. Once again, don't call. We won't answer the phone, but we'll definitely try to text you back. All right, let's take a look back at Skycam as we look downtown. Once again, look at that. 2.5 inches of rainfall is what we saw here this morning, believe it or not. And radar estimates, especially southwest of town, are as high as 3.5 inches of rainfall. That's why we had that flash flood warning for a little while for this morning. But now, blue skies, a few clouds. We'll see these clouds build a little bit as we head towards lunch hour, and then this afternoon, like I said, we'll see some more scattered showers and thunderstorms activate out there. Once again, our temperatures right now, not too bad. Like I said, if you're running out to the store, running a few errands right now, we're looking at mostly lower 80s, so not bad at all. If you're trying to get out and about, it won't be too hot. Still, humidity level 60-70%. It's very sticky, muggy, but I'll take lower 80s than the lower 90s that we have been seeing with some of the sunshine out there. And then once again, I want to show you what we're looking at on radar. Things died down from this morning, and now it's very quiet. The activity out in the Gulf of Mexico, there's a few showers out there, but nothing right now that we're going to see flare up. It's really going to be, I think, later on this afternoon that we really see the most coverage of showers and thunderstorms. And I think probably that's going to be later on, probably between 3